chapter 50 of the Golden Tip by Slobodan Mitric. Dr. Troublemaker is having a morning meeting with Jan Manahutu in the restaurant of the Caransa Hotel on Amsterdam's Rembrandt Square. The hotel is named after Caransa, one of the leading men in the G10 organization, who was kidnapped some 10 years ago and only released after having paid 10 million guilders to the kidnappers. Do you know Caransa? Jan asks. Not personally. He's the biggest crook in the world. What do you mean? He staged his own kidnapping in order to evade paying taxes. Jan whispers. That's nonsense. It's a public secret in all Dutch secret services. Everyone knows that Caransa staged the whole thing by himself. Dr. Troublemaker shakes his head. I don't believe it. Jan Manahutu bends his index finger as if shooting a pistol. Caransa gave orders to kill Roby. Roby Koning? Dr. Troublemaker wonders. John taps his finger on the table. Sure. Roby wanted to squeal that he had an agreement with Caransa about this kidnapping. In return for his freedom, he gave the police information about a heroin transport on a Russian ship in Rotterdam Harbor, which the G10 group financed. So, Jan points his finger at Dr. Troublemaker. On the very same day that he made the deal with the Public Prosecuting Service, Roby was shot in Amsterdam after having had dinner in a small restaurant in front of Theatre Carré. But why am I telling you all this? You know it much better than I do. Dr. Troublemaker frowns and gives his companion a questioning look. Is this an interrogation? Jan clears his throat. I told you that by chance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're sitting in the Caransa Hotel, so I just thought of it. Aha, you invited me to this hotel to remember those things by chance, right? There is a short pause. Dr. Troublemaker looks out through the huge windows onto the street. He imagines seeing Iris getting out of this tram and entering the restaurant. When the anonymous lady gets inside, he notices that she very much resembles his fiancée. Jan picks up the conversation again. Were you involved in that affair? But the Troublemaker returns with his thoughts to his companion. I'm sorry, Jan, this is not going to work anymore. But why? But the Troublemaker throws him a bitter look. How could you spread the lie that I was preparing a coup d'etat in Indonesia? Jan beats around the bush. I swear to you, I didn't say that. Job must have had his finger in that. Dr. Troublemaker lifts his index finger as a threatening sign. You're nothing but a lousy schemer. Job told me that you beat up his father once. Jan clenches his fist. Sure I did. I'll beat up that rat as well. Francine is my relative. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had anything to do with Job. Dr. Troublemaker frowns. Then who gave the Americans false information that I'm preparing a coup d'etat in the Moroccas? I'm telling you, it was Job. But Job doesn't work for the CIA. Job works for the BVD. But Michier is the one who is doing his best to eliminate you. You wish, with Job's help. Dr. Troublemaker shakes his head. You're lying. Jan returns his head left to right to see if no one's listening and then whispers, do you know DIA agent Milos Pavlic, that kickboxer? Chakuriki, Thai boxer. What about him? Do you know Mike? Not personally. I just know that he trains kickboxing with his friend Ton. I didn't know that he was working with DIA. Jan moves closer. Ton is with the DIA as well. Dr. Troublemaker shakes his hand in disbelief. They're all agents according to you. Ton didn't want to testify that you were together with Megli at his party. He had told the truth. If he had told the truth, the court would have had to set you free at once. Ton explained to me that he was afraid that the truth would harm me even more. Jan clenched both of his fists as if squeezing juice from a lemon. Pavlich forbade Tom to testify on your behalf. Mitric is trying to break your neck through Pavlich and Barons. The troublemaker taps his companion's shoulder. Jan, it's not that easy to break my neck. Stop with that nonsense. Who is that Barons? He's a friend of the White Quell anarchist Kees and Jasper. Barons is a corrupt investigator with the river police. Kees' stepson Roy and Rara activist Martin are smuggling stolen guns with small boats to Entrepot, where the RAF picks up the cargo. Martin van der Horst? You see, you know everything. Not yet. Roy is that blockhead who has a boat just across Alexander's restaurant? Yeah. But what does this Barons character want? You once had a big riverboat hotel anchored behind the Central Railway Station in Amsterdam. I have no idea. It's funny how you have no idea when the story doesn't suit you. Where is that boat now? Barons claims to have seen you there many times. You're sucking all this out of your thumb. Jan disregards Dr. Trouble's remarks. You discovered important things about the smuggling of drugs and guns here in Amsterdam, on Levant Kade, on Conradstraat and Ruigoord, in Entrepot behind the zoo. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, let's take the Grail, for example. What's that? Rockets. Now that's interesting. Barons is connected with the Belgian Royal Guards. It seems that the CCC brought these guns to the RAF, the Royal Army faction. Are you talking about the African CC flies? Dr. Troublemaker asks, jokingly. Stop joking for once. Cellule communiste combattant, meaning communist cells combatants. You know very well that the Dutch and Belgian Secret Service live in glass houses. Besides, Pavlich and Barons are involved in smuggling. What do you mean? Mike Pavlich is a great friend of DJ. Which disco club is he from? Jan points his finger to Dr. Troublemaker. The gang from Nijvel. Nonsense. Who said that? The chief of Sas, Jan whispers. Is that some kind of cat food? You know what it is. You're mocking me. I have no idea. Jan suddenly feels very important. Prospection, observation, sécurité, arrestation. Did Gal tell you that? Jan draws a funny face. You see, I'm not talking nonsense. But what do I have to do with all this? Jan sticks out his chest. You know that the main BVN trio DJ and his two associates, the Diver and Rotterdam Hank, you know them? Keep on dreaming. During a flight to Holland, DJ emptied his machine gun in panic on a Belgian customs office after the gang van Nijvel killed those innocent people in Belgium's Delhaize supermarket. That's interesting. I admire you for being so hot on their trails. Nonsense, man. We know that you're very angry because they also killed an innocent child in that action. That was a very stupid mistake. Now not even God could save them from your revenge. Jan, please stop provoking me. Provoking? Everyone in the Secret Service knows that you're pursuing those murderers. You're after them because they killed that child and tried to kill General Alexander Haig, your stepfather's best friend. Will you stop with that crap, Jan? You know the main Paris trio, Action Directe, and the new Robert Pierre, Paris Mouse. Where do you get that nonsense from? I want to join you. Are you really willing to help me? Of course I am. Then go back to your Brabant. Wait for me until I come to see you on my own accord. Until then, leave me alone.